Alright, I'm going to show you how to play Plague Inc. This is one of the GOAT games of all time. It kind of hits different in a post-COVID world because we've kind of seen the pandemic thing play out. We're going to call our disease Gold 24 because Melon Keeper Gold. But as I say, we've kind of seen a pandemic play out in real time, and the response to that was decently successful if followed correctly. Because we saw like New Zealand and stuff, right? They closed everything and they had very few COVID cases. In the UK, we closed everything and everything was going well. Like the amount of COVID was going down, and then in September they were like, "All right, you can go outside again." And then a bunch of people got COVID, and now people just don't care anymore. They're not even like providing tests. You gotta buy them, and it's pretty disappointing. But here we go. We're gonna start in the UK because there's a few reasons I want to start in the UK. First of all, they're got connections with like all of Europe and America, so it spreads pretty quickly. Like they've got planes and ships, but also proximity to Greenland. Greenland is really hard to infect because they've just got one port. But by infecting Europe first, we might be able to get to Greenland early. So that's why I'm starting in the UK. They make no distinction between Scotland, England, Wales. In fact, they don't even make a distinction between Ireland, Northern Ireland. But whatever, it's chill. So yeah, in this game, you've got your little virus and you can upgrade it and stuff. We're going to make it primarily airborne, but we're going to increase all of the transmission traits to some extent, but I want to give it a cough and give it like airborne transmission primarily, because it's the kind of virus that spreads really, really well. You know, like the common cold, like COVID. These are things that are pretty infectious, right? And this game's really cool. I used to play it as a kid on my iPod Touch, and it used to creep me out because the music is kind of like morbid and dark, and the subject matter is pretty harsh as well because your goal is basically to infect everyone and eradicate humanity, which is a rad concept. It's really fun, and I've never really been able to get into map games. This is a map game that I actually fuck with. But yeah, I mean it's a tough game. It requires a lot of thought if you're on like harder difficulties. This is one of the easiest ones. This is Virus on the middle difficulty, so it's pretty easy. The harder difficulties would be stuff like Fungus on like brutal difficulty. Brutal difficulty is where they like lock up people who are infected and they wash their hands compulsively and doctors start working on it. They don't go home. Like they work 24 hours on the cure. Those modes are really difficult and I'm not good enough to beat them. There's a lot of strategy that can kind of play out in upgrading the disease because, you know, the thing is, as soon as people discover your disease, they start working on a cure to it. Because oftentimes they'll start discovering it when a lot of people have it. One of the strategies that seems sound on the surface is let's try and infect everyone with the least obvious symptoms possible, and then hopefully by doing that we're gonna like get more, you know, like we're gonna get less of the cure done before I press the button on total organ failure and everybody dies. But in practice it doesn't really work because the strain can mutate on its own without your direction, which means you can get something like I just got fever. Fever has the potential to kill people. It generally doesn't. If you don't have other symptoms, the fever usually doesn't kill people, but it has the potential to. It increases the lethality from 0 to some small percentage, like 5% or something. And but there's the problem. Like, if everybody who has if everybody who has the disease dies, then they all are there's no disease anymore, so you haven't won either. Like, the way you win is by infecting every person, not by killing every person you've infected. That's a much easier game. I can't help but notice it hasn't left the UK yet. That's a little concerning. I'm sure it'll be fine. This is we're early on enough that I actually really don't want to have the fever, but if I devolve, I have to devolve this bit and that bit, so I'm just gonna leave it. The fever's not killing that many people, but it probably will get discovered earlier because of it. But now we're in Egypt. This is big because Egypt is connected by land to like 4 other countries, so that's great. That's gonna spread really fast. Here's the thing: the UK is connected to a lot of countries via transport, but it's not connected to that many countries via land. In fact, it's kind of connected to 0 if you treat the UK as one big country, which it's not. But if you treat the UK as one big country, it's not connected to any other countries by land. So right, this is great. I wish, because they simulate the like boats and stuff, it's pretty cool. Got little boats here, got little airplanes here. I wish they simulated rail. I think it would be so cool if there were like little trains going around. I don't know. I think that sounds fun. It would basically be identical to the land borders for the most part, except we do have a train that goes between the UK and France. Like, I don't know. I think that would be cool. Okay, so now we're developing cysts. That's like, having cysts is pretty conspicuous. I feel like they are gonna figure it out soon enough. You have this helpful screen that shows like a lot of information that I'm not gonna pay attention to right now. So we do want to work on. Oh, we're infecting everywhere now. Okay. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna make it harder to research, first and foremost. I think that's a good approach. Oh my god, Brexit in 2025? It happened before then. We're more infectious than TB. TB, which is an extremely prevalent disease. Okay, new minor disease spreading. First death in Egypt. I mean, we've got plenty of deaths other places. Okay, so here we are. We've got 65 million infected, and they've started working on a cure already. That's not a great position to be in, but it's manageable. It's very manageable. We've just got to pick things that are going to make it harder to research the cure. And as long as more people aren't dying, as long as the number of people dying is small, which to be fair it's not, it's increasing quite a lot. But as long as it's staying in the thousands and not the millions, hopefully the cure effort will not be too big. Currently, I'm a little bit worried about Greenland. We have infected Iceland, so we've got a chance there. And Madagascar is another one that tends to be a stickler. If you can infect Madagascar, you've done a good job. So hopefully we can get that going. I'm going to increase waterborne, airborne transmission, and yeah, let's get the rodents going. Why not? Let's get it on some rodents. So yeah, we've infected a good amount of the world here. We are doing a good job here. It's just, I mean, look at Russia, right? Sorry, did it say in Kazakhstan more people are dying than getting infected? That's bad. That is bad. It's become very, very infectious. More infectious than the common cold. Almost everyone has it. Half of all people have this disease. This is a very good position to be in. What's the cure looking like? I'm just gonna upgrade the... This is increasing random mutations, so it's pretty good if you don't have a lot of DNA, which once you've infected every country, you get less DNA because you get DNA when you first infect a country, and then you randomly get it throughout the game after that. So we've increased the instability, which is basically going to make it so that like it mutates randomly more. Okay, we've got Madagascar. We just need to get Greenland, and then I think we'll be fine. Because, yes, okay, we've got Greenland, and currently people are not dying that quickly. So I think it's fine. I think we've got everywhere. We've got Morocco. There are some parts of there are some countries where it's less infected. I think usually we need to upgrade the warmth and cold here. Yeah, as soon as I upgraded the heat stat, way more of Africa got infected. And hopefully that'll help with Sweden as well, because I upgraded the cold stat as well. Okay, vomiting has mutated. Vomiting's one that I think increases the lethality, so we want to hopefully infect everyone before everyone dies. But we've definitely won this. The cure is at like 19%, and almost everyone's infected here. So now we just chill. Now we just relax. It's killed more than smallpox. Smallpox killed like 100 million. No, it was more than that. I thought malaria killed like most people. I heard that statistic. I don't know how true it is. But I think I heard a statistic that's like, there's 0 healthy people left. We just gotta get all the most deadly stuff now. I think I heard a statistic that like more people died of malaria than any other like external cause, like throughout all of history. Crazy if true, but don't quote me on it, because I don't know where I got that from. I'm just gonna speed it up. Like, this cure is not there in time, unfortunately. Also, even if it was there in time, if there's only like 2,000 people left, it's not looking good, right? Although apparently it only takes like 80 people to repopulate Earth without any like concerns of inbreeding. I looked that up yesterday because I was talking to one of my friends about this game. We were talking about this game, and we're like, I wonder like how many people is the minimum. But I guess it doesn't really help if those 80 people are spread across the globe, right? And here we go, we just won Plague Inc., basically. Only 1 million people left. Nope. Yeah, 1 million. For a second I thought I read that wrong and it was 1 billion, but no, it's 1 million. And there we go. There was Plague Inc. Really fun game. Really kind of disturbing game, but really fun game. They also have like a board game. I think that would be sick. It's like 30 quid though, so I probably won't play it. But yeah, there we go. Gold 24 has successfully eliminated all life on Earth.